too proud. But I was born in the fire, raised by the sound of chains breaking. Every note in my chest is a war cry I'm making.
Back up, I'm stepping in me. Lip gloss popping, crown sitting clean. Ain't here for the soft talk, this room got heat. Savage room queen still snatching the seat. I don't beg, I don't chase, I don't cry. I just boss up, blow up, and tell them bye.
What's up, y'all? Y'all know who I am. Step into my courtyard. I got a special guest with me. I sure do. Y'all see her from behind the scenes, and y'all see her on the live, but now y'all get to see her out loud. Everybody, welcome to me, one of my special guests, and the people that be behind the baby whisper herself, Queen Amy. Hi. As we know, we here. Here we go. Here we is, and we here. Now, today I got a special treat for y'all. So in the Savage Chats today, we are going to be doing an interview with Queen Amy, and y'all show her some love in the comments. Show her some love with the likes because she a little bit nervous. She a virgin when it comes to this. Anyway, it's a little jokey joke there. That's what it is. So we are inside our very brand new studio, which is in our brand new house. And Queen Amy has gotten the pleasure of doing the very first interview for the Savage Healing Sessions. So we are on our 8-week healing journey. Have you seen the first one?
Yes, I have.
What do you think about the first one?
The very first one is very, I want to say, enlightening. Let you know that you are you.
So you've been through the journey. So before we get to the questions, so y'all know what I like to do. I like y'all to know that they real people that's up here with me. So
yes.
You've been through the we're gonna say the fitting and the growing of the mirror.
Yes.
So you were there when I first made it. You were there when I changed it.
Yes.
You were there when I did the second part.
Yes. Amazing.
So what can they get out of mirror session?
Mirror session. The biggest thing I get out of it is looking at myself and not blaming everybody else for what's happening to me.
And that's one of the great parts of queendomship, because we get to understand that we are our first line of defense,
yes,
and we are our last line of defense.
That's right.
So in our courtyard, who we let in our courtyard is very important.
Very important.
Very important.
Yes, it is. I've learned that.
So what do you like to say to our new queens that are coming in, and some of the queens who are afraid to come in because they think if there are levels to this? So before y'all want to talk about it, we've been talking about this a lot. So on the phone, we talk about there's levels on this. What do you have to say to the people who are afraid?
People who are afraid, I know you've probably been scarred and you don't think you're good enough, but if you look at yourself and you really love what you see, then you can move forward. You have to love you before anybody else can. If you can't love you, it's never going to work for you. You're never going to see an ending of your downfall or your repeat cycle of the same thing over and over again. You got to understand where it starts at, where it stops at, and how to control yourself.
But there's a transformation. You also have to understand that you can't bring your past.
Your past has to
cannot come with you.
That's why it's called the past. Let it go. And don't blame yourself for everything. And if you do, forgive yourself in order to move forward so you can have a new, better life.
So y'all like to say the baby still like to go hard on me. There are people who are behind me that go hard. But see,
I love it.
As she's one of the queens, you've actually been through some of the sessions.
Yes.
So this is where y'all get the first-hand account of what's going on. So she's been through Let It Go.
Yes.
We've been through some of Scarlet A.
Yes.
And we've been through, of course, we've been through Soul Ties, and everybody loves Soul Ties. If you see random people walking past us, take no notice.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's all right.
It's all right. You see white people. We see them all day. Anyway,
okay.
So that's a joke, people. All right. So, what do you think about letting go session? What was your first thing that came to your mind when we did the letting go session? Now, let me explain to y'all something. When I did the letting go session one-on-one with Queen Amy, it was with the trauma code and Scarlet A mix. It was the beginning. So she was my test dummy, actually.
It took over me.
But that's why I split Trauma Code, because when we did it together, it was overwhelming.
It really was overwhelming.
So let them know what you think about letting go, because you know we got Queen's Hand coming up.
Yes, yeah, I'm ready for that.
This is something that I'm so excited about. So tell me what you think about letting go, because that book right there was something that was special.
Letting go was the first thought before I even went into it, was about letting go of what? What am I actually letting go of? And listening to it and watching it, and help me understand it's not letting go of who you are. It's letting go of who you're not and what you have allowed around you. Letting go of your past. Letting go of what's holding you down. Look at why that light is not as bright as it used to be, and what's around you. Let that go, not yourself.
That's
what I got.
Contract.
The silent contract. I did not sign that contract.
We ain't signed that contract.
I did not sign that contract.
But I'm going to tie this in, because this is what I love about the silent show. Everything that we do ties into each other.
Yes, it does.
Because letting go and Trauma Code ties into soul ties.
Soul ties was, oh my God, it was awakening for me.
Now,
but I didn't know I was asleep.
Let me tell you how she got it. She got it better than everybody, because she got to see the very first soul ties before everybody. She got to experience the second soul ties when King Chuck joined us. And then she got to experience the beta.
Oh my God.
Which most of y'all haven't seen the beta. Which I think for all of the queens as a part of the Savage Room, I might put the beta together.
Yes.
But I want to do another beta. So
Yeah.
I haven't thought about that yet. But tell me what you thought what came out of the beta. Because that was like a holy shit moment. Yeah, I got Skittles. We in the Savage Room. Relax.
I just ate something. You good. So, beta, how can I say? Loving you.
That's what you got on the soul ties, but you love talking about loving you. This girl.
I love me. I know how to love me, and I don't care if nobody else don't, okay?
Let's talk about the soul tie, the extension. What did you learn from the beta when I talked about the extension? There's one thing that you kept doing, which you still struggle with now.
Helping other people is a pleasure to myself. It's a pleasure to me, and I don't mind helping and giving. It's a part of who I am. But there's a stopping point of that.
Boundary.
Recognizing what's in front of you, and should I step back and listen to your inner voice because it's telling you the truth. Listen to yourself when your body shakes or it says no. It's doing that for a reason. You gotta listen to you in order for you to be better for you.
So how does it change your connections? How does this differ your connections now?
For my connection, it makes me look at things differently and see, oh, are you here for a purpose? You're just here to use me.
Exactly.
It makes me look at your intentions. Like, you are happy, but why? You come to see me for what? You want to give me a hug for what? You're trying to take my energy that I refuse to give up anymore?
Now y'all gonna look at me like, what's she gonna ask this question for? Tell me about letting go, how that spoke to you directly. I want you to directly talk about the wall. Remember that when we did that?
The wall.
I want you to talk about the wall. How did the wall change your vision?
The wall changed my vision as in accepting that the people around me were bullshit. Excuse me, my skill. And I was the one being played like a fiddle, and I refused to be played again. The wall opened my eyes wider. It let me see what the truth was. It let me see that I was not wrong with what I was feeling when I had the vibe, and I tried to brush it off to try to make someone else happy or satisfy someone. I stopped doing that because of that wall came down, and I'm gonna guard me because I matter. What I feel, what I say, it matters. And if they don't care, then carry your ass. Excuse my speech.
Now, let's talk about the how people see you differently. Because one thing that that I hear is, since her going through the sessions that she's been going through, and she's been in her own courtyard, cleaning up her own courtyard, people have been telling her that you are changing and becoming different. Are you changing and becoming different because you're not manipulating anything? Or are you going through a transformation to make yourself better?
I am going through a transformation to make myself better. And it doesn't matter to me around me who or what they say about that. If you don't like it, I didn't ask you anyway.
Now I'm going to ask you this, because, you know, we get a little bit personal in the Savage Room.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you this. A lot of people saw you as a helper, so they could use you to do what they want.
Take advantage of me all
Has
day.
that changed since you've been going through your
Hello,
transformation?
Kitty, yes it has.
Hello.
Hello, Kitty, yes it has.
So,
because I don't allow that. I'm not.
tell me how you feel about seeing yourself like that.
I felt like I was really lost. I figured out that is what's been hindering me, not helping me, even though I am the one helping. I'm actually hindering the people because I keep giving them a yes, yes, yes. And I'm not doing that. I'm saying, hell no. Do it yourself. Because I'm better than that.
Now, what did you learn? What did you learn from that? Because you now are starting to teach people that. People used to come to you and say, Auntie Amy gonna fix it. Auntie Titi gonna fix it.
No.
Now, I want you to tell me what you've seen in people when you tell them no and explain to them to do it themselves. What do you see them really?
The first thing is a disappointment, like what? And disappointment, and then a complete turn away. No phone calls, no answering, I'm not being talked about, like I'm negative. There's nothing negative about me. I'm a very, very positive spirit. And anybody who knows who Amy is, I am a very happy, positive, and I give nothing but love.
Do they know who Amy is? Because apparently they didn't
They know the person who always gonna yes you. Now I'm that, no nigga, no. I mean, no, excuse me, my words. My bad, but yes, no.
She said the inward.
My bad, excuse me, paper plastic. Got it.
I have a question though. This is a very serious one because we're gonna go back and forth between Let It Go and Soul Ties. But everybody's been asking me about the trauma training, and my trauma training is extremely different from therapy training and psychologists. Now, here's a great part about me interviewing her. She's been through psychologists and therapists, and then you've been through my sessions, which is still going. But she gets the benefit of them before anybody sees them. She gets both. So, but I want you to try in 2 words to tell me the difference between me and the therapist.
Therapist, I didn't understand.
You didn't understand it?
I didn't understand therapist. You, completion, understanding.
So what's the difference of my approach? I think that's what, because a lot of people look at me and they say they don't see the workman that's worthy of what I do, but until they get into it and then they want it for free or they want to take advantage of it because I'm trying to help people. I know that boundary to stop and say, all right, now it's time for you to do it yourself.
Exactly.
What's the difference between me and your therapist? Because you went to therapy for how many years?
Almost 7 years.
You went to therapy for 7 years.
Yes.
I've known you for 4.
Yes.
We've been through trauma training for 2.
And I haven't felt so complete and one with myself
And 2 years.
understanding myself until I met you, my queen.
So 2 years.
2 years. I have seen.
Well, actually, we've been doing the trauma training for about a year because we didn't start.
We didn't start then, so I'll
So,
give about
a year.
I'll give about a year.
But what's the difference though? Because you went
the
through
difference. The difference is I actually feel you. I understand you. You make me understand me.
Right.
You actually talk to me.
So it's about you.
Not at me. It's about the atmosphere, what you bring, the energy.
So
you
it's
bring.
about you.
It's about me.
It's not about me.
you and how much
It's about
money you
you.
get paid.
It's about you.
It's about me.
What's
It's
the
all
savage
about
about?
me.
What's the
It's
savage about?
my queen is in yourself.
You.
Growing. You growing.
What is my game?
See, it's someone to do better for themselves. That's it.
I said y'all look at me like she
To
lying.
do better. And when I tell you people, I have come from way down here. And I'm way up here now because of this beautiful woman right here.
So we're going to talk about this day. I know you want me to. If you don't, we can stop. We're going to talk about the day that I walked into your house and you were, I wouldn't say rock bottom. I would say you were beyond.
I was beyond.
You were ready to go.
I was gone. I was leaving. Because I
She
couldn't take it.
she was at a point where she didn't even care. You were
Okay.
just ready
To go.
to go.
I wanted to leave this earth.
And in that moment that I saw you, I was angry. And that's the first time you haven't seen me angry, but you see me very angry.
But yes, I have. Yes, I have.
The difference between, sorry, I see a lot of white people too, I don't see. And never mind. So, the difference between that day, what made you trust me? Was it a word, was it a feeling, or was it the silence?
I'm just gonna say your presence. It was your presence of being there, and you're actually looking at me, and you're talking to me, and not down to me or back.
exactly.
You was actually willing to let me talk. and listen to me.
So how do you think? Now, Queen's Hand. Remember the first session that we had when we looked at the wall,
Yes.
and we were talking about who's on the wall, whose name is on the wall. Queen's Hand is going to be something like that.
Okay. Oh.
So, yeah, you hear phones ringing. Miss Queen forgot to turn her phone off on Saturday, but she did. Wait, that's not your brother, is it?
I don't know. It should be. He's with his nurse. He should be fine.
Okay. So, anyway, Queen's Hand is going to be something like that. So, my question to you is, tell them a little bit what they're in store for. Because that's only 3 hours that I get them. Queen's Hand is going to be 3 hours, raw dog. 3 hours. When I say raw dog, get y'all mad, I'll be going to be doing craziness in there.
Yeah, no.
When I say it's going to be in your face, I'm going to take you up to the wall that everybody wants to believe there's a door. There's no door, it's a brick wall.
No, it's not.
Give them a small reaction to what they're in store for Queen's Hand. Because Queen's Hand is you buy the ticket, then you bring someone with you, one of your friends, your whoever close to you, that is going through something as well. So the Queen's Hand means you pay for it, but you're getting 2 for 1.
2 for 1, and they're gonna. In my own wording, you're gonna be not second guessing yourself, but you're gonna go deep within your mind, and you're gonna look at different situations as she speaks. As this goes through, you're gonna see like, oh, that's what I did wrong. That's what I need to stop. You're gonna be enlightened with your inside more. You're gonna feel you. You're gonna listen to you more.
But the biggest problem is a lot of y'all don't understand that contract. And on the wall is the contract. What I've been trying to explain to you, which I do a video this month on the silent contract. So
I did not sign that contract.
That's why you see her say that. Before I do silent contract and before I go into Queen's Hand, you're gonna see Bulletproof Soul, which is my mother's teacher.
You better go get them
the ratchet returns, but the 8-week healing, the crown was never broken, is what you guys are gonna see first. Which you probably have already seen that because before this comes out, which this is gonna air. Today is Saturday, August 9th. This will air on Monday, whatever the hell Monday is.
Monday is
that
the
Monday.
12th and the 11th. I don't know what day it is.
The 11th. It'll be the 11th. So this will air. This is going to be our first air coming into Savage Room. And I just want y'all to see a real live person.
And it's real.
Talk about what we do in the Savage Room, because I think that's the confusion as well. But there's one thing I'm going to ask you about, because you got to see your so-called monster in the closet.
Oh my God.
Now, without going back, because every time I say that look on your face of, I defeated the giant, comes on your face.
My bag.
Let's talk about your giant killer, because you became David back in May. When's your grandmother died? That's a sad time to talk about, but back in May, you became David. You had your own giant killer.
Yes, I did.
Just a little words.
A little bit of words. To see this man, I was able to stand up, and I did not shake from head to toe. I stood my ground, and I was confident within myself.
And it changed the whole world.
It changed everything.
The silence. That this man didn't do this.
Everything.
The praise. It
everything.
Changed. Now, she did collapse in the car when she called me. But that happens all the time.
It was overwhelming. I just want to say.
But she called me excited, crying.
Like, I really did. I felt it. It was overwhelming. I was like, no!
Now tell me what it did to you the day after this all set in. And you have realized that you are now a giant killer. How did that feel?
All I could do was smile. I was so proud of myself. I felt confident. I looked at myself and you did that again.
You did that.
You did that. I did that.
You did
and I didn't have to pay no therapist to do this. She'd be like, so excuse me. She helped me.
I mean, this is what this Savage Room is about you.
You.
Now, as a queen that, I got to make my coins too. I got kids and family to deal with.
Yes,
everybody does. But understand, when I step into the Savage Room, this isn't about money. This ain't about currency. This This is about the most important thing on earth.
Yourself. Bettering yourself. Bettering you is the best way to describe my queen.
Now, most of y'all told me that my trauma bonding, when I talk about it, is very complex. Now, she's somebody that I had to explain it to in the first. When I broke it down to her trauma bonding, there's a couple of things that she understood. Now, I'm gonna, because we've seen a lot of people that you know now, and I ain't gonna go there.
No names.
I'm not gonna go there. But there's a lot of people you know now that have a trauma bond with their children, and they're passing it on. And it is a generational chain that's coming.
Yes.
Tell me in like 2 sentences how when I do queen check, which you've seen me do queen check. Now she's seen me do queen. I did queen check for her on a fly. I had no notes, didn't know what I was walking into, and I was just there. And when I step into a room and I'm doing one-on-one, it's really different than me stepping into a room when I got 20 and 30 people. When I got 100 people, it's like overwhelming, which is what I love when Chuck steps in, because it balances me a bit. But behind the scenes, my phone rings and it's this one. So when I go into queen check and when I do, you've also seen me do, which is the most funniest part of it, you've also seen me do trauma code 101, and you've seen me do scarlet letter A. You've seen me do these things. You've also seen me do it with guys. Mm-hmm. You've seen me do it butterfly effect. With your brother, you've seen me doing the giant killer. You've seen me doing it.
Yes.
The transformation in me reacting with someone else. But I want you to talk about what you feel like. Being in that moment, in that area, being in that room. Is it butterflies? Is it, what is it? Because even in the moment of me talking to somebody else, somebody get an aha moment.
I feel it's like I don't want to say a heat wave, but it's a body rush first. Then it's like a calming, I'm glad. You know what I mean? Like I'm relieved of, okay, now she's helping someone else. Okay, let it go. Like, it's I know you're helping, you're not hurting. Does that make sense? I know that you're helping, and I smile.
We got rules to the court. I
smile.
I'm gonna put the rules up this month. The rules will go up sometime. It's gonna go up. That's why we have rules. But the first rule is what? On your ground. The ground you walk on is yours.
It's mine, because I said
own it.
It's mine.
Where you stand is yours. Own it. Also, no negativity walks into our walls. We will break it down and send it out, because we are here to be positive and build up our queen.
No weapon formed against me shall prosper.
Which is why we love that one.
I love it.
That one, and I love he dwells in the secret place of the Most High. So it'll never back up. Y'all know that one. We ain't go there. Anyway, that's Chuck part.
Yeah.
Anyway, but this is why we do this stuff.
Yes,
so when they're in the middle of these sessions, it's like addictive. It's like candy.
It's like, I love it.
It's like candy.
I love it. I want more. All the time.
But tell them this. The workbooks.
Workbooks.
Because I've been having this back and forth where everybody's talking about the workbooks. Talk about the workbooks.
Workbooks are for you to work on yourself, to yourself. Reading is understanding, and you have to put yourself in the wording. So you can reflect to what it's saying and then answer the question. The workbooks are very helpful. It's good to follow. It's about loving yourself, and your affirmations are amazing.
I love the reflection exercise. Because she comes
I
back
love it.
and
I'm like, you know what I said to myself? It's so real. It's real, but I feel it. It's not that something you tell someone and they walk away and they leave. It goes in one ear, out the other. Once it goes in one ear, it goes to my heart, to my soul, and I keep it. And I carry it with pride, because I know this is meaningful love that's being given to me. And you're supposed to love you first. So it helps you understand you.
So let's talk about the trauma code. Because trauma code is very different than scarlet letter A. But the trauma code doesn't go with scarlet letter A. The trauma code goes with letting go. Letting go is one of our heavy hitter books. The price is not the point. The point of letting go is for you to start on understanding what you need to let go
of, yes.
And why you need to let it go.
And understanding is a big thing.
Everybody wants to ask a question.
Always have.
The question is why.
Why?
What did I tell you when you asked that question?
Usually why?
What did I tell you when you asked that question?
Why I asked why?
Why are you asking that question?
Why are you asking that why?
At this point in time, why does it matter?
Why does it matter?
But to yourself, you're asking, why does it matter? You must answer yourself, because if you don't heal yourself, you're not going to understand yourself.
Exactly. And self-healing is the biggest thing. No one can put that Band-Aid on like you can, because you know exactly how the cut is.
But it's not a Band-Aid anymore.
Exactly.
Because you're going to start the needle and thread.
Uh-huh.
Now, this is how this goes.
Make sure you put some honey on top of that.
This goes from Silent Contract workbook, and you're starting with the needle, because this is going to tell you the heavy hitter hard part. Then you hit Scarlet A, which is the thread. Scarlet A is going to tell you exactly what they did, how they got you there, why you're here.
Exactly.
Part 2 comes out this month. Then you're going to understand that in order to get this all done, you're going to have to look at the wound, which is letting go. Letting go and healing is the wound. It's not to heal the wound, it's to understand the wound, so the wound can't be ripped back open.
It can't be ripped open again.
Now then we get the trauma code. And this is my big bastard, right? I call it my big bastard.
Your big bastard.
And I'm going to tell you why I call it my big bastard, because it's actually you healing, sealing, stitching your wounds. Now, understand inside of trauma code. Trauma code is a heavy ass book. But understand, it goes from stitching, then it goes from defeating. You're not defeating, you're going to understand that the monster that you defeat first is yourself.
It's yourself.
And in order to face the monster, you're going to have to defeat yourself
in order to be able to handle that.
To handle what actually came at you.
Exactly.
Which is why I talk about this month about the hunter and the haunted. And everybody's going to wonder like why she said the hunter and the haunted.
Ooh.
Because once the hunter gets their prey,
oh my gosh,
they don't let them go.
They don't.
Why do you think that people put trophies of deers and bear heads? Because that's their wall.
That's it.
It is that silent contract and energy they feel when they made the kill.
Like, I did that. I conquered that.
I did that. You just killed the whole ass buck with some big ass horns that can knock you out.
To do what?
That can damage your car. You in a big ass car, but that deer will damage your car.
Yeah, all right.
Understand what it is that they look for. The exact same thing when it comes to our giants, right?
Exactly. The innocence, which she's easier or he's easier, how I can conquer her once I get into
What was the biggest thing you had to deal with? Everybody telling me
that be quiet. Well, I didn't matter. My words didn't matter. What I thought didn't matter. Or just give me a second. I'll get you in a minute. Or put me to the side. I'm able to push to the side.
It didn't happen.
Or you making too much out of something that's nothing. But when it's actually everything to me.
But that's the Black community though. Let's talk about our community.
I hate that.
Now I know I have a lot of whisperers who are of other cultural persuasions, but I'm going to talk about the Native and the Black culture for a second. Because if y'all don't realize, well, the Spanish too. The Native, the Black, and the Spanish culture have 3 things in common. Family is everything. Your business is your business, and you don't ever deny or take or say something.
Exactly.
You leave it to yourself.
That's right.
What's in your family is your secret.
What happens in this house stays in this house.
But in a certain point in time, they make generational curses from silence.
Contract. That's the contract.
That's the contract. That's the silent contracts making the generational curses. My question to everybody, because if you notice, we having this conversation. This is what we do on the phone. So this is she was nervous. She came up here. So, do you notice that a lot of people that we see that are going through something, and when it starts with the mother, it makes it immensely harsh on the children.
It really does.
Because the silent contract you have with your child when they're born. We have silent contracts with everything that we touch and that we do. The problem that we don't do is we leave these contracts open. The open doors we leave. If your child was born to someone who you were just with for spending time, you have 2 contracts you make with that child. The first contract is you're not supposed to be here. The second contract is, am I going to take care of you? If you make that contract with, you owe me, your child is going to grow up with that stigma of they owe everybody something.
Yes, and they feel that. What you say to your children, how they feel, it actually affects them.
It's not even what you say; it's what you feel.
How you feel it. How you feel it.
A lot of people have abortions. I'm gonna go over this because I had a question, and I know we were talking about something else personal.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say this since you're here. Now, I had a question from a young mom who her husband is going out deployed.
Yes.
She did not want to have another baby in the house. She has 2 toddlers and a baby.
Uh-huh.
She decided she was going to get an abortion. When she did this, and she went to a backyard place, she nearly killed herself.
Okay.
So she fell out, and the toddler dialed the phone to the grandma, and the grandma found her. They didn't know nothing about this. Now, fast forward, this is the shit that we deal with in the Savage. Anyway, fast forward, the baby was actually not by the husband, was by his best friend.
Oh, see?
Now, you see how she be? We can't make this shit up. This is like, what is going on?
What's
Now,
happening?
the anger of her is she had an abortion, but the baby didn't die. She had more babies. They took out one. She was pregnant with twins. She's actually pregnant right now. Now you're gonna be like, how the hell did I don't listen? I don't know what happened. I do know that she was pregnant with twins. They took out one baby. She's pregnant right now. Her whole thing is she's angry. When I started talking to her, she was suicidal. She was ready just to put it down. Like, the kids are fine, the grandparents and the aunt, her brother, her husband's sister can't have kids, so she'll be perfect with the kids. And she's a great auntie. But understand, aunties are put there not to be mamas, they put there to be aunties. When they get in a position of TT, now I'm going to say this on camera to her, because everybody get her, and they be like, why the babies? TT, when that auntie gets in her position of TT, and somebody has told her, or perhaps she can't have children, or she's in a position she don't need kids. What she gives to the kids is not mother's love, it's TT love. It's the extra love that blocks everybody else that comes to them and tells them something and pulls on them and pulls on that depression, pulls on that hate. That's what TT gives to them and wakes them up to be like, okay, I gotta deal with my mama now.
Exactly.
Stop changing the rule of the games. By the time I was done with this child, because she's 25, she's a child to us. First of all, 25 with 4 kids, anyway, that's not the point.
We're not gonna go there.
Anyway, when I was done with her, and she brought letting go, do you know she went to her children and she apologized to her children?
Oh, man.
She didn't understand what she was doing.
She did.
But also, her mother told her, what a disappointment you are. There are a couple of ages that we can't hear that because we're going to stick with that.
Yeah.
Now, her husband came back, he's angry.
I bet.
However, they're Catholic. They're going to listen.
They're going to make it work
They're going to make it work however it works. The best friend is they no longer friends. They don't talk to each other. I'm going to tell you this, okay? Before you can work on your marriage and yourself when you're pregnant, leave that pregnant person to deal with the fact that they are pregnant with a child that is about to go through some hell. Because daddy gonna know that ain't really my child. So it's gonna be felt some way. But the stigma you already putting on the child while they're growing in your belly is you're not wanted.
Exactly. Because they feel that.
Now you've got plenty of kids that you be like, I don't know, what is that?
Listen.
What do a child feel when they feel like they in the way?
They feel like they need to be disappeared. They don't want to be there. They're loud or they're more obnoxious. They want to draw attention. It draws a predator to a needed child. A child needed.
That's it. She love kids like
I am a love my auntie's babies all day.
So the predators are seeing the new generation. Yeah. Now there's a couple things she showed me and I'd be like, don't do that. Like, no, let me see that parent right quick. Like, give me 5 minutes. What y'all don't understand is that silent contract is in stiff and you're not wanted. I'm the only thing that wants you. And you keep giving to something that's killing you.
Or trying to make yourself into something that mommy or daddy said is going to make you be wanted.
Which kind of happened to you because you stepped into a position that you had no business ready for.
Uh-huh.
Now, it is one of your purposes.
But yeah, it's a time, place, for everything. But
how does that make you feel now? Because when we first started talking, you were very upset about the fact that you make this vocal that you can't have kids.
I can't have kids.
But you are TT.
I am IGTT level all day.
But how did I help you see your purpose? Because a lot of them want to know, how do you be having us see, if you don't understand your trauma, you don't understand your purpose.
I didn't think that I was worth anything. I didn't think I was enough because I was unable to have kids. That means, what am I here for? I had to re-question who I was and what am I here for. I'm not a dumping person. Oh, the yes chick who's going, take all my kids, take all, but at the end to take care of my children, my life, me.
What are you here for?
To take care of kids and myself. Me.
But why are you here for that?
Because if I had my own child, God says my love is too big for one, so He will love all my children.
And
so
most of the children you love, there's something wrong with their parents.
There's something wrong with their parents. Definitely something wrong with their
Whose
parents.
love is stronger? A parent's love or someone who has to love someone that's not attached to them?
Someone not attached to us because it's a genuine love. The love that the auntie gives is genuine. You can't undo what I feel. And you can't break my child from me. I don't care what you're trying to do.
2 years ago, she didn't have this.
I don't take
it.
I talk too much.
2 years ago, she didn't have. She had her love for her donkey baby, but she didn't understand her. That purpose that you have right there. The fact that you know you have a purpose.
I have a purpose.
How does that change your stuff?
It makes me feel not worthless. It makes me feel positive. I look at myself and I'm okay, we good. I'm good. I'm not lacking anything. Just because I don't have is because I have much of this.
By the way, she did Limitless Blueprint too for those of y'all who about to ask me. So
I am so limitless. I am here. You start from the bottom and you're here.
Now,
I'm here.
A lot of people say you gotta have money, you gotta have this. Tell me, because they said, well, Amy, you ain't got nothing, but all the kids come to you.
Oh my gosh, my
but
babies run to
what
me.
is it that they run into?
And love and support and understanding and listening.
It's
to
selflessness.
I listen.
But I want to ask you, the day that you hugged your giant, let's call him the giant, because we already slayed him. So let's call him the giant. The day you hugged your giant,
I stood up and hugged him. Yes, I did.
Tell me that. What did you feel?
I felt a boom like that. It was a boom.
Because she took back.
I just like,
she took it back.
Say it in my face. Say it in my face. No, like.
What did I do? Because you said the whole room got quiet. I was like,
it was like I heard crickets. It was a whole room full of people.
Well, why do you think that happened?
Because I was me closing that door, closing that book, and extinguishing my fire, which
now,
is no longer there.
What we don't talk about yet, which y'all hear me talk about, is when somebody makes a solid contract with you, you don't understand how many people benefit from it until you break it.
And when I tell you quiet, a room full of people like echoing like this came to boom.
How many people benefit from your pain? This is what I've been trying to tell people.
It's overwhelming because it's like everybody's moving, they came to a slow.
Now I argue with her with this. And we go back and forth. We go back and forth with this. And I'm gonna have him slide in here right quick because he gonna be up here and say something. So King Chuck is gonna stand behind me right quick because we about to say something. Most of the time, guys can see trauma. Now, this one right here decided he was gonna do y'all know Life is Chess comes, episode 2 comes out, Queen. Now, real quick, I told y'all he was somewhere. Look at our new studio. Look, he's so black you can still see him. Anyway, okay, Chuck, tell them right quick. What does the guy see when they see trauma in a girl?
It depends on the guy.
What is a guy who is looking for manipulation sees when they see trauma in a girl?
Christmas morning.
Why?
Because she get wrapped and ready to go.
Ready to go for what?
For him to manipulate, use, abuse, run through, and every damn thing else he can.
So while he doing that to her, what is he taking from her?
Everything.
But as far as energy, unwanted
love.
Yeah,
he definitely gonna drain her. She definitely gonna get depressed. he definitely gonna bring a whole bunch of extra problems that she ain't even ready for.
Now, I want to ask one more question before we move on to the next one. One more question, okay? I know I pulled him out of nowhere. This how good we get. This how good we is. Ready? So the next question is, when a guy is in a relationship with a girl and he's cheating with multiple other people, the main girl, what that feeling that she feel, is that the jealousy from the other girls, or is that the deception that she feel?
Probably a bit of both.
Why?
Because first of all, he bringing all that energy from each one of them females. He bringing that residue. He bringing that spiritual residue, right? Mm-hmm. And then so she it's gonna be a bit jealousy because she gonna feel other women. And then also what you say? What was the other part you said?
You know when he
you saying is it jealousy?
Is it jealousy? Is it depression?
Yeah,
is
and
it
then the depression come in because she feeling this whole thing. It's extra draining, and she not really opening her eyes to what's happening, or you know what I'm saying. You always gotta have your guard up. So you know what I'm saying.
My question to you now is right quick. I know I said no more question, but in the trauma bonding of all of this, right? Who is benefiting the most? Is it the girl who's feeling all of this? Is it a guy, or is it the line down with all the soul ties? Who's getting the most game?
Who getting the most game?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, whoever initiates.
Which means whatever girl to put that in him to bring it back is the one who's gaining the most, correct?
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, our soul tie session. You go now. Y'all get it? I made him come in here, so he was walking past, so I grabbed him. So now, King Truck, ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all make sure y'all check out Life is Chess. The Queen Edition, the King Edition is already up. Now, two more things, y'all, before we went into that for a reason. I know. We went into that for a reason. So, this is why we went into that. Because of my next question.
Yes.
Let's talk about your relationships while you were still connected to the trauma bond of your whole situation.
Helping people.
And now, we're not talking about that relationship. We're talking about your romantic relationships. And the reason why I brought this up is because this was a hell of a question from a queen that's been a viewer since the beginning. Okay? So I have a couple of y'all that's been a viewer since the beginning. Okay? And I let him do it because when I bring him in and be like, you say it, not me say it, then y'all gonna be like, well, he a guy, he said it. So let me put this to work here. Let's put our sessions to work. Tell me about what is the main thing you felt when you were still holding on to your trauma. We're going to call that a break.
A break.
When you had that break, that trauma break, when you were still, how did that affect your romantic relationships?
It's like I carried it on to, and I was like, how can I say? I was carrying on to something new I was trying to create, but it kept bringing me back. I felt like I was on a Ferris wheel going the same way over because I didn't recognize.
But you chasing that brick.
That brick. I wanted it, but it wasn't what I needed. It's just what I wanted. It was something that I felt like I needed, but I didn't need it.
I'm doing this for a reason.
Okay.
She might be mad at me. I know she is. I want to know about this because we're about to do, now Bulletproof Soul, I'm going to talk about that brick. So the reason why we're doing this is because a lot of people are attracted to potential. When you see positive people, you're attracted to the positivity. You are attracted to what they can become.
Good of them.
Because you only want to see good in people.
That's all I want to see is good of people.
Now, how is the brick affecting you now, although you have built the wall and used the brick?
I have used the brick to build the walls.
Why is there still sometimes you can get the soul tie of the brick into your potential when it's one thing that you have to do? And that's the next thing. She's in her last session.
Okay. Oh, wait, because the brick. How can I say
Why
that?
can't you get rid of the brick?
Because I see potential and I love and.
But potential is not what purpose is.
It's not the purposes. Trying to prove a point, and it's not even it's pointless to prove
To
a
who?
point.
To yourself?
To myself.
That you can defeat the brick that you already defeated.
I already defeated the brick, and I'm just looking at laughing at it. But I'm just saying.
You guys laughing at you.
I
It's
feel
like
like
you
you
still looking at the brick.
I know I'm being stubborn right now, but I don't.
So she's in her last transformation when it comes to the trauma healing, and there's 17 steps to healing trauma. I take the 17 steps and break it down to 5 easy steps. And when I say easy, it ain't easy.
No.
So Amy is on her 4th step, which is
one step at a time.
which she has to actually put the brick back. She's
I
the big of the giant.
A peephole in
What
there.
can you do now? Can you sleep in the dark now?
I can sleep in the dark and I'm not scared of
Could you sleep in the
anything.
dark before?
Over 40 some odd years, I could not sleep in the dark.
I wonder who did that.
Like,
She's on the brick now, and I'm talking about the brick with you
but
because
it used to be a whole wall. That's just one brick that need to be placed in, and I'll be fine.
what I see is that a lot of queens, they like to get themselves hooked up in webs, and a lot of webs, and they have what they call their safety net on part of the web, which is connected up to where their house is. So, and then they have an extension down, which is like, we want to see a little bit of drama and stuff. But the problem that they have is what the web that they're caught in has on them.
People use stuff against you like that.
Now, we're going to talk about Carrie, who we love Carrie to death. She is now in Iraq. She's a part of the Marines.
Yes.
She's a queen. We're going to talk about Carrie because Carrie actually had to break her web, and when she did, she had to get a divorce. You left someone that you were with for 15 years.
Yes.
Was that a positive or negative?
That was completely, utterly positively. I'm so glad that I did it. I felt like it was about time, and I was asleep.
But what was you holding on to?
Holding on to the thought that I needed you, or you did for me, so I got to return it.
This one?
So I have to return the favor.
No, she said use this one. So
I felt like I was needed to stay there to help.
I want to know though, because a lot of people told you, why did you? That's all you hear is
Why? Questioning what I'm doing myself.
When they're asking you why, what does it do?
And listen, I get curious on why you asking. First of all, but then I'm like, no, I'm doing it because I want to.
But what is the true why for?
Why are they asking?
They're tying you back into the
They're
same.
trying to put me back. It's like they're trying to revert me back. They're trying to push a button.
Okay, so
but I refuse to. I'm not restarting anything.
This is our last thing. This is a go plate. She got whole problems to go plate.
Okay.
Cause she like to cook whole food meals, and she don't like to get nobody to go plate.
I get my plate, but it ain't got no top.
She forever giving people the to-go plate that has no damn business.
That's top. I don't know. Wait, I'm working on it, people.
I haven't talked about the to-go plate because me and Chuck plan on doing. We plan on doing this. We want to do this in front of people because I think that's going to be the biggest thing for people to understand is the to-go plate. I think it's going to be a video when other people got to be in front of us to understand it.
Yes, I do.
Why do I tell them to get people to-go plates?
Because everybody does not need to be at your table.
Why?
Because
you had to learn this. She had people in little seats, big seats on top of the table, around the table.
Balcony chairs. I did. And I didn't even see it until it was like brought to my attention. Like, really? You don't supposed to be here. You ain't supposed to be here. What in the hell do I have here? And what the fuck do you want? Excuse me. But, I've learned that if you
Why
don't
is the
appreciate
to-go plate so important though?
it's because you don't.
Whatever.
Everything is not needed to sit and stay around you.
Thank you.
Everything you see or say is not supposed to settle with you. You can pass me by, but you ain't gotta sit down.
There are some people that we are supposed to meet in our life, not for a season, not for even a reason. You're supposed to meet that person because you are going to be the turning point of the wake up. Most of y'all don't understand this, and we about to get on live. So if you're watching this and I say we about to get on live, then that's the day that we actually recorded this. But we're going to talk about the to-go plate on live. So I need y'all to understand something. When y'all go into our sessions, this isn't about me.
No, it's not.
Do you know my biggest game is waking y'all the hell up?
And I am a wolf with glasses.
Waking y'all up is one of my biggest pleasures in life.
Oh
because
my gosh,
when I see y'all wake up, it's a whole different measure for me.
Yes. You see accomplishment is because I'm just saying.
It's not even an accomplishment. Let me tell you the craziest thing about me. It's not what I accomplish. It's how much damage I do. I love the damage that I do because in me doing carnage and damage is waking a lot of people up and giving them back their lives. You have no idea how many devious motherfuckers run around me.
I didn't know at first, but now I have an inkling of don't trust everybody you see because I'm a very trustworthy.
I love the damage. Queens, we go to war for a reason.
They're gonna write.
When I go to war for a reason. I love the carnage that I do. And it ain't got nothing to do with the queens. And then you sitting in my room, I ain't got nothing to do with everybody else. You came to me for help. That damage I do, you could be like, damage? Baby, listen, damage is a bad word.
No, it ain't.
You waking up, you gonna get up, you gonna notice something, you gonna have an aha moment, and you gonna start looking at your table, and like, and don't get me wrong, there are some people that don't deserve it to go play either. Don't give them no bag, no to go play, no crumb, no nothing. When I say leave no crumbs,
use some Dawn to clean that table, I'll tell you.
You don't. There are some people that you meet that comes to you because they are attracted to the fact that somebody else has told them that they can use you.
And that is something you should not accept for yourself.
Which we're gonna talk about a little bit later.
Okay.
Alright, y'all. This is the Savage Room Sessions.
Hi.
And this is what we call our Savage Revelation.
Here we go. Y'all better look out.
And y'all don't understand love that we give to each other. But the most beautiful thing of them all is we say, step into my courtyard.
I dare you.
I dare you.
Midnight rain running down my window. City lights painting shadows on my skin. Used to drown in the echoes of your name, but now I'm breathing in my own oxygen. Broken pieces, thought your touch would be the remedy, but every tear I cried was water for my garden. Now I'm blooming where you couldn't see. I'm healing me. Every scar is just a map to my victory. I'm feeling free. No more chains, no more history. I'm healing me.
Back up, I'm stepping in me. Lip gloss popping, crown sitting clean. Ain't here for the soft talk, this room got heat. Savage room queen still snatching the seat. I don't beg, I don't chase, I don't cry. I just boss up, glow up, and tell them bye. Got them shook off the walk in the side eye. I'm the whole plate, baby, you a small fry. Click, clack in my heels, that's power. Big drip ain't sweet, I devour. Make them freeze when I talk, no stutter. Built